Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video in our Nats breakdown coverage is for prospective decks is Hange Zoe 2, basically Hange Zoe 4 Eyes. She is a 721. She has life and death. This is death with straight death and some life attuned cards. Um, she's a very cool character. She's kind of like the new poster child for the casino deck, right? Um, she puts damage on her face. She's able to ready herself. She's able to build cards to continue returns. So basically, all we need to do is find a way to either get bonus foundations in the middle of the turn to sacrifice two of them to ready her, and to be able to draw more cards so we can fuel her hands. Um, but also, if we don't have, so like we could still commit her if we have no cards in hand for damage and or for +3 or -3 damage. But then we can draw a card afterwards to then do things. But yeah, so let's get into the deck. She's 721, so she has some defense on face, offense on face, and she readies herself kind of in a way, in like an Asui 1 vibe or an Asui 3 vibe, right? Like she gets to ready herself, so that's cool. So there's got to be ways to abuse that, right? Always. First attack we look at, battle order release. I am going to preface this with that I'm very sorry this deck is like a outrageously expensive if you want to play this. Yeah, I'm sorry. It just happens to be the best version. Maybe. Yeah. Uh, Battle order release, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 mid block, 4 high 4. It flips a foundation and draw a card. It gets damage equal to the number of face downs. It's a staple since Hakusho Dark Tournament's been out. Since we previewed it on UniVersus Academy, I said that this would be the most expensive ultra rare in the set, and it's this and Walk the Dog have been fighting each other for that slot for a long time. 4 copies of Vile Seizing, 4 difficulty, 3 check, +1 high block, 3 high for 4. Hey, check a 7. If you fail, I draw a card and get 2 damage. Also, if you're in deadlock, you're going to die because all your checks get -2. This is just another way to get more cards into our hand, get more damage. Our rival will have to answer it. It'll be a 3 high 9 if we use Hanji on it. It's crazy. It's like battle order release stats because that's sometimes based just 4 high 10. It's crazy. Next up, 3 copies of Colossus SWAT. 6 check. 6 difficulty, 3 check, 3 high block, 5 low for 5, powerful 4, blitz. We build the top 2 cards of our deck face down. At the end of this turn, at the end of our turn, we sacrifice those foundations. Hey, guess what? I'm going to sacrifice those foundations anyway so I can pass checks and then blow them up for Hanji, so I can ready my character. It has powerful 4, which in a pinch can just nuke people from anywhere, as long as you have the momentum and the speed to push it through. Yeah, it's super cool. This attack, I've played this in my Burt 2 deck, and it's just remarkably good. It's basically a 4 diff, if you think about it, because you build 2 foundations. So it's like Lightning Rod is cool, but this is cooler Lightning Rod, in my opinion, right? Like, they still, like they don't remove, the foundations don't remove, they sacrifice. I guess that's the trade-off from playing a 6 diff, so you still get to keep the cards. So yeah, Next up is one of my favorite ultra rares from AOT2, Hanji's Thunder Spear Strike. 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 low block, 4 low 6, powerful 3. We love powerful. Ranged weapon. If you have 10 or less health, this attack gets -1 difficulty. Very cool, because we only have 21 health. So, like, when the turn we're really going in, we're probably going to have 10 or less health, which is really cool because she's all beat up on the picture anyway, so that's pretty neat. If a foundation has been destroyed this turn, this attack gets +2 speed and +1 damage. So, fun fact, if you haven't destroyed a foundation yet and your rival has, this gets stats because it looks for at all just during this turn. So as long as your foundation has been destroyed, it's going to be a 6 low for 5 base. And then a 6 low 8 with Hanji with powerful 3. And it could also be a 3 diff. This attack is crazy good. I expect to see this attack in a lot of decks at Nationals. 2 copies of the Attack Titan emerges. 3 difficulty, 3 check, 1 low block, 2 low for 3. Sacrifice a foundation after you play this card on attacking or blocking. Build a foundation from your discard pile with a difficulty less than the sacrificed card's difficulty. So the hot play is to sack an enormous axe and then build a 2 diff. That's like the hot play, right? There's just way, like, or, you know, if we have a committed 2-diff, we can blow that up. And then a face up, obviously, because if it's a face down, it's a 0, and we can't build less than a 0. So it's always going to be a face down, and it's always going to build at least a 2 to a 0, at least. So that's good. We got 4 copies of Ready Shot, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 high block, 3 high for 4, stun 1. Blitz, add 1 card with the permanent difficulty of 1 from our discard pile to our hand. Hey, look, we're playing combined firepower. Response after this attack deals damage. Gain health for each of our momentum. So if we get momentum, that's cool. It's a little bit of a juicer. Like, it does, like, soften up the rival. It's a stun 1, possibly a 3 high for 7. Maybe we can add combined firepower stats to it to make it look real cool. So, yep. Next up, we got 4 copies of Knott's Flask. We just don't want to die. And we want to kill people. And we like drinking. Yeah, Knott's Flask is dope. It's probably the most heavily played card out of the Critical Role decks. This card's really good. It's super good. Grenadier Bracers, 1/5, 2 mid block. If we have destroyed a foundation this turn, hey, guess what? Our character does that. We get a damage. Cool. Commit. This attack gets +1 damage for each foundation you have destroyed this turn. We destroyed 2 with Hange, so we're getting base 2 instantly. So from this card signifies 3+ damage every time we use Hange. And one of the most degenerate cards in all of the land, Combined Firepower, 1/5, 3 mid, doesn't count towards progressive difficulty. Response, discard pile. After I remove a card to pay a cost. We have cards that do that. We may try to play this card during this attack. Mill 4 gets a damage for each non-foundation milled this way. So we mill attacks, we get damage. 4 copies of Enormous Axe, because it works really well with our character. We get value back from destroying it. Weapon Clash lets us build more face downs, some damage reduction. It just allows us to use Hange more and more. Now we get to some of the casino cards. I'm With You, 1/4, 1/5, too low. After removed, this card enters the discard pile during the enhanced step. Yeah, we get to +2 or -2 damage. So cool thing about Hange is we don't feel bad about building these, right? This, Loss of Consciousness, and Hostile Introductions, like, we don't mind building those cards because we can sack them with Hange to trigger them. Loss of Consciousness, 2/5, 2 high block. After it enters the discard pile, we remove it. During the enhanced step, we get to seal a foundation. Hostile Introduction, 0/5, 3 mid. This is probably the second most played card out of the probably Mighty 9 deck, yeah. After this card enters your discard pile during the enhanced step, your rival loses health. Cannot reduce your rival below 1. So, yep. We don't want to die. Plus, it allows us to build cards. So, like, if we have a way to kill, we can do the math and we can kill our rival. We don't care about adding this to build 2, then to blow those 2 up after passing checks to Hange to readier. It allows us just to get more value out of Hange. Botan's Coaching, we love digging. Plus, it allows us to discard the I'm With You, Loss of Consciousness, Hostile Introductions, get those cool interactions going. Hey, look, it's a 1/5 +3 high, pushing the limits, allows us to draw after we sacrifice one of our foundations. So that's with Hange, that's with Colossus Swat at the end of the turn, that's with Weapon Clash, say for like a -2 damage. Always cool, is also a sacrifice introduction. And then we got Syndicate Target at 3 copies, 0/6, 0 low block, 6 check, low block. Best low block in the game. So yeah. Maybe the Greater Goal can get added in here. I think that'd be cool. Some extra damage reduction or damage pump. That'd be really neat. But I don't know if we like want to fatten the deck up. Maybe add it on top. Probably not. It's 64 cards. So we probably could, like, if we added it on top, it probably wouldn't be that bad. But we kind of want this deck to be as fast and as slim as possible. So so that's the Hange 2 deck, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I think this character is really sick. I expect her to be there. She's a really good aggro deck. She pilots the Death Casino deck very well. But the only thing she's missing is the Aaron's Trials, which like the Irwin decks got to do, or even Aaron 3 gets to do. But like he is on fire, so he doesn't get the cool death stuff. But yeah, whatever. But anywho, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit those bells for notifications. Stay tuned so you don't miss a video. And until the next video, take care.